Breaking news, Oppo leaving Europe? Big question mark. And welcome to this talk. We have to talk again where we want to talk about this time Oppo and OnePlus leaving the European market. Is that true or is that not true? So let's get started. So let's talk about the news of the week. Like for some people, especially Oppo and OnePlus fans, this might be like very hard to swallow, because there are reports that Oppo will leave the European market. Later on, it has been clarified that probably not whole Europe, but some core countries, just like Germany, where they already are banned, UK, France and the Netherlands. And the reason for this might be very interesting for some people. You might have heard about the patent issue with Nokia regarding 5G, and this led to a ban in Germany already, because there were two courts that ruled that Oppo has to clear everything out of the shelves and cannot sell anything in Germany anymore. And this rule had not only effect on Oppo, but all the sister companies as well, like OnePlus, like Realme, like Vivo, and so on. Surrounding countries like the Netherlands, for example, still offer those smartphones there. And of course, Amazon.de, even the German Amazon, is still offering some of those smartphones because they're importing them from all over the place. Usually they have their warehouses already not in Germany but around Germany, so it is like a possibility also for German citizens to get an Oppo or OnePlus without importing it from China. Anyway, very interesting, and some sad news, I would say, because it looks to be that Oppo is going away from Germany, going away from UK, which is a bit of a surprise, and going away from the Netherlands and France as well. Big countries, I would say. So where will they stay? Spain eventually, Italy eventually, and some Eastern European countries eventually, if they have some headquarters there. Very sad news, because, for example, I had some colleagues that were like heavily invested into Oppo, even became Oppo ambassadors here in Germany before the ban. And then the ban happened, and then of course, the ambassadorship was like cancelled, I don't know, or there was like at least not using it anymore. They had still some possibility to talk to Oppo employees, because the German headquarters basically still exists for Oppo, but this is now probably also during the pandemic. It was very hard, but now also with the inflation and energy prices, it's possibly one of the reasons why they're pulling out of Germany, because it's just simply too much to pay. Too much of a high price they have to pay for the headquarters. If they're not selling anything here anymore, they're only doing after sales, like support eventually for older devices that they sold. That's everything. So main thing that you can get out of this is like Oppo and OnePlus are getting away from Europe a bit, at least the core countries, like not only Germany but also other countries, probably those countries where they fear that the rule that was applied in Germany, or that the court rule that happened here regarding the Nokia patents, will also affect maybe France, maybe UK, the Netherlands and some other countries as well. So there will be only a few countries left in Europe where Oppo will still operate in normal terms. And this is somehow a bit of a sad farewell, I would say, for Oppo in a way. On the other hand, there are other reports as well, Oppo claiming, we're not going completely out of Europe. So I think they will be remaining in some of those countries, and probably, of course, because it's Europe, it's one economic zone, you can import them, or even Germany, UK and France citizens can import stuff from other countries in Europe if they really are Oppo or OnePlus fans. But what we will see as well is, and it's very interesting, is a new strategy shift, and you can see it already with the Oppo Find X6 series that has been announced in China already, but there's no announcement of a global release here. So very interesting as well. There were some rumors that maybe the Pro version will not come, but only the normal version will come as a successor to the Oppo Find X5 Pro. But actually it's not going to happen. So the old Oppo Find X series will not come globally. There are some rumors now that we might see this Oppo Find X6 Pro in a rebranded kind of way as OnePlus 11 Ultra, because this is one of the ideas that some people have, because many of the products that OnePlus showed, like the OnePlus Pad, are actually rebranded Oppo Pads, for example, or Oppo devices. So there is one interesting idea that is floating on the internet, one interesting rumor that says that Oppo on the global market will appear as OnePlus eventually. So that the Pad, OnePlus Pad, will be a rebranded Oppo Pad, and that the OnePlus 11 Ultra will be a rebranded Oppo Find X6 Pro. That might be very, very interesting to see, because from the start, from the get-go, when Oppo was like pushing into the global market, especially after the ban from Huawei, the US ban of Huawei, it didn't make much sense, because they had this sister company OnePlus that they bought and then they tried to get to the European market. It sounded to me like totally wrong. Why they are doing like two products competing with each other from the same house doesn't make any sense. So now it makes more sense to say, okay, OnePlus is already an established brand in Europe as well, not so highly known, but maybe US a little bit more known. It is more known than the brand Oppo. So it makes more sense to just like concentrate on the OnePlus brand and use it as a sister brand, basically, to have all the great technologies that they are developing in Oppo available for the global market. This is at least my cup of tea here, though I think they failed miserably, because OnePlus was in a limbo state, I would say. I was attending the OnePlus 10 launch event here in Cologne 2 years ago, I think it is, 1 year, 2 years ago. It was very interesting, for sure, but it was like, we have to get up because we are lying on the ground and it's the pandemic, everything is like hitting us hard, and we have to get up, we have to be more active again, we have to, and I tried to, but I think the OnePlus 10 Pro it was, and the whole 10 series was like not very successful in this regard, even though the technology there was okay-ish, but it was not the old OnePlus anymore. And the transitioning process from the old OnePlus to now being a real Oppo brand that is like connected more and more with hardware and software was something that was like so gluey. Instead of doing it in one big step and say, okay, Oppo is now buying OnePlus, all the technologies will be melted together, and we are using now ColorOS or OxygenOS. They just should have stick to, we are using ColorOS now on OnePlus devices. All the people would be like getting angry, where's my OxygenOS? It would fade away if the device would be good, if it would be like a rebranded Oppo device. They did not do this. They did a kind of a limbo state that led to the demise of OnePlus, I would say, more and more. And now they're trying to do this as a bit of late to the game, but it still can succeed, I would say, if they really push the brand OnePlus onto the global market. What do you think? Write it down in the comment section. That's everything for this short little talk about Oppo and OnePlus probably leaving big parts of Europe behind. Sad that they did not find any like patent agreement with Nokia, but that's the way it is. So what can you do? Write it down in the comment section. What do you think about this development here in Europe regarding Oppo and OnePlus? That's everything for this short little video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye.